Here are the realities today, and the top one's no surprise. 90% of people trust recommendations from friends. Nothing new there. 70% trust peer reviews posted online. That's only surprising because, it's not surprising, but peer reviews didn't exist, 10 years ago. This is the one, right? 14%, by the way, Nielsen surveys, this is all public. Go to Nielsen, you can find incredible information at Nielsen. 14% trust advertising, and it's been nosediving for a decade. It's amazing. People do not trust print advertising, TV, they don't trust it, okay? And it's getting lower all the time. So is marketing dead? It's not dead. Of course it's not dead, but it's changing a lot. And this is, we're going to jump right into Facebook after this, but right here, the whole presentation, I swear, is right here. Conversations or markets. Right? People always say, how can I access my market on the internet? Conversations or markets. Find the conversation and participate in the conversation. Okay? Because that builds awareness, and awareness leads to interest, interest leads to demand. It starts with awareness. In fact, that's on the next slide. But community, in fact, let's just go, I'm going to go straight to that one. Because here's what people want, right? People want, so check it out. Awareness leads to interest, interest leads to demand. Okay, so these are just truisms. One leads to the next, leads to the next. Interaction leads to trust. Trust leads to purchases. No one's going to buy anything from you unless they trust you first. Okay? Third, inclusion. If you include people in your marketing, if you include people in your brand, if you ask people's input for what you're doing, that leads to participation, that leads to loyalty. So if you want demand, purchases, and loyalty, what you can impact to get those things is awareness, interaction, and inclusion. Does that make sense? All right. And one more thing. So this guy, he's like he was a kind of a client, but he's more of a mentor. He's actually a very successful guy. And he was one of the main organizers of the Prop 8 initiative, banning same-sex marriage. Now, I don't care what your opinion is. Seriously, it doesn't matter at all. And I'm from Canada. This is pretty liberal up there. He's against gay marriage, and he was an organizer for that initiative. And he asked me on the phone, should I put that into my LinkedIn profile? Because I don't want to offend anybody, right? Now, everyone can make their own decision, but my response, absolutely. Absolutely. That's exactly the kind of stuff that makes you unique, that makes you who you are. Because guess what? The people who don't like you won't like you anyway. They won't like you anyway. Right? In politics, they don't go for the Democrats and the Republicans, they go for the undecided vote. Because if you've decided, it's not going to change. So don't worry about it. Like if you've got an opinion or if there's something you feel